welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim Jimenez, your social media strategist and the creator of Zilch to Social. And in this video, we're going to talk all about setting up your business workflows. So stick around and I'll show you how I manage and organize my entire business with one very helpful tool. All about workflows, and this is something that I've been really talking to a lot of my clients about lately. And it used to be that I was only doing primarily social media consulting, social media coaching, but recently I've been getting a lot of requests to provide a little bit more business coaching, and so that's been really exciting. I've been kind of going into it with my clients, and it's been really awesome to share more of what I've been able to accomplish in my business. Not that I'm like the most accomplished person ever, but some of the things that I've learned I think can really help my clients kind of not go through a lot of the struggles that I went through. So I wanted to share a few of those things with you today. One of the main ones is having a workflow in your business, or having workflows in your business. In traditional businesses, these are called systems and processes, and every business needs this. Even if you're a solopreneur, an online, business owner, if you're doing your first consulting or coaching business and you're the only person in the business, trust me, you still need processes. You still need systems if you want to stay on top of everything. I would actually say if you don't have a team, then you need even more systems and processes to keep you accountable and make sure that you are wearing all the hats that you need to wear in a very effective way. And so I love to use a task management program to outline my systems and my processes. And I guess I should start by explaining what systems and processes are, or what workflows are. And workflows are literally just that. It's what you do first, second, and third in order to accomplish a desired outcome or a specific activity. So for example, if you are onboarding a new client, you should have a workflow to do that, to make sure that there's nothing that slips through the cracks, right? So let's say that the first step of onboarding your client is to have an assessment, and you got to schedule a call to do that, or you got to schedule a meeting. So there's a lot of things that are involved, right? First, you probably have to email your client, welcoming them to your program or to the whole coaching system that you have set up, and then you got to give them expectations, and then you have to ask them for their schedule or share yours with them, and then you have to book the first meeting. And after you book the first meeting, you got to outline different key points or objectives for your meeting if you want to make sure that you're having a successful one. So for me, if I'm onboarding a new client, the first thing I have to do is I have to ask them, after I set up the initial consultation, the initial assessment, then I have to ask them for any relevant logins to their social media accounts if I need to go in there and look at what they've already been doing. Then I have a set of questions that I want to ask them in terms of what their goals are, setting objectives, and making sure that I set up clear expectations for them. And then we talk about scheduling, we talk about the payment method and how that works. And if I have a contract, then I need to send them the contract. Sometimes I need to have it revised, by their legal team, and all of that stuff. All of that is, I can't remember all of it. And for so long I tried to, and it was just a jumbled mess. And so if you are wondering why on earth you feel like you can't get anything accomplished in a day, and you have all of these crazy things that you have to do on your to-do list, but you feel like you're not checking them off and you're not moving forward and you feel totally stuck in your business, 9 times out of 10, it's because you don't have an effective system to really start organizing your workflows, to set up your systems and processes so that you're working effectively. And if you have a team, then this is 101, is basic stuff, right? We have to be able to put some time aside to organize our business and make sure that it runs effectively if we want to keep the doors open. So for a lot of you out there, you might be thinking, but Kim, I'm a solopreneur and I don't have the first clue about what I need to be including in my workflows, or how do I even start setting it up? Well, it's pretty simple. You gotta bring some awareness to the things that you're already doing in your business. So if you have a to-do list and you manage it on paper, for example, that's one way of doing it. You have a big to-do list and you iron out everything that you need to get done that day, and then you go about your day. And so I want you to start bringing more mindfulness to the specific tasks that you're completing on a day-to-day basis, and whether or not the system that you already have set up is allowing you to organize and structure your day effectively so that you are able to cross off everything that's on your to-do list. So the first thing I want you to do is get yourself a task management system, okay? Whether it be on paper or it be digital, this is a must. A must. You need a tool that helps you organize everything that you need to accomplish, that allows you to set projects and future things that you want to set up. So whether it be creating a new website, designing a new website, or outlining a new consulting package for a client, or making sure that you are sending reports to your clients on time, you gotta put it all in one system. And what I like to use is Trello. Now there's a ton of task management tools out there like Asana, Podio, I think one is called, I forgot the name, Basecamp. Yes! So all those tools are super awesome. They're really cool, but I want you to use something that you feel comfortable with. So go out and take a look at them and see, the different features that they have. The two that I recommend the most, especially for newbie entrepreneurs, is Trello. First of all, I love Trello because it's super versatile. I can do anything I want with it, from, organizing my daily to-dos to making sure that my YouTube videos are planned and organized, to creating my content calendar, and even planning my wedding. Yes, seriously, I planned my entire wedding on Trello. I planned everything on Trello, including like my shopping list, my grocery list, everything. Everything goes on Trello, because this is the only way I can manage my life. So for you, maybe you'd like a different tool like Asana. I love Asana, it's great. I think the biggest difference between both of them is that Trello is like, it's a blank slate, right? You get to completely customize everything about the platform. And so if you're a newbie, sometimes that can be daunting because you're not sure how you need to structure it. And if that's the case, then I'm going to be linking down below to my own workflow so you can actually copy that entire Trello board into your own account. And yes, Trello is free. You can copy it so you can have an outline of what you should be starting out with. And then if you want to check out Asana, I strongly suggest it. It's really cool, but Asana does not allow you to customize, a lot of things. Like, I can't really see Asana becoming a content calendar tool. I can't really see myself organizing, my YouTube videos, and it's a different type of tool. It's more of like a to-do checklist kind of sort of platform, but it's really cool. So I'm going to link to it below and you can check it out and see what you like. But that's the first step, is getting a task management, structure, which is really important, especially because we're on our phones all the time, we're on the go, and you get to cross things off. If you just happen to be out and about, maybe you're a photographer, you're a videographer, and you gotta be in the field doing anything, and you have a couple ideas about content, or maybe you have a few to-dos that you need to outline, or a client sends you a request via email. All those things need to go into your task management tool. And if you like paper, that's great. I love paper too. You'll always see a notebook, close by on my office. But the reason why I don't do it on paper is because paper is not customizable, right? Things change, especially if you're an online business owner. There's so many things that you gotta do, right? There's like blogging, and then there's like marketing, and then there's like the sales aspect of things, and there's managing your team, and there's accounting, and all those different things. They change constantly, and so you want to have a tool that allows you to move over a task when it's completed, check it off, add files and documents and attachments, and be able to communicate with your team within that tool. And so for a lot of you out there wanting to do everything on paper, that's great. That can be your starting point. Maybe every day you start by outlining your task tasks in your notebook, and then you transfer it over to your Trello account or your Asana account. And that would be my big recommendation. Paper is great, but it's not everything, okay? We're in 2016 and there's a lot of things that you could be doing more efficiently. So still use your planner if you're a paper person. I love to doodle, I love to brainstorm, I love to get my thoughts out on paper, but when it comes to outlining my tasks and setting up a system and a workflow, it's really important to have a digital tool. Okay, and so the next tip I have for you is once you have, a system where you are able to outline all of your tasks, step number 2 is to get into the habit of either planning your day the night before. So the day before, that night when you're finishing up your tasks, you should be planning out the next day, or start your morning by outlining the most important tasks that you have to get done. And so for me, the way that I manage my workflow is that instead of piling up, 20, 30 different tasks on my to-dos, I go ahead and I have a special board for all the things I need to do inside of Trello, which I'll show you in a second. And then I have the important or priority list, and that's usually 3 things that I need to get done that day. If nothing else, those 3 things have to get done, rain or shine, okay? No matter what. And so that really helps me to stay super laser focused on the things that are very important in my business and delegate the rest, or simply move it on to the next day or the next week, because there's things that are not going to be a priority, okay? You can't try to accomplish everything in a day. Make sure that as a business owner, a small business owner, you're prioritizing your time, because it's the most important asset you have, right? So you gotta focus on the things that are gonna make you the most amount of money, that are gonna make the biggest impact in your business, and they're gonna push you forward no matter what. So that would be my most important tip in terms of organizing a workflow. And then I guess my 3rd tip or my 4th tip, I'm not sure where we're at, is to document your processes, okay? You, on a daily basis, go through a bazillion different processes and you're not even realizing it. And one of the things that I started to do was to start documenting the things that I was doing, for different tasks. Like, for example, when I need to create a Canva design for a Facebook graphic, I would document everything I needed to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And although that seems like a lot of work, the beauty of it is that once you have a team, you're able to hire someone, you can give them all of that workflow, and then they know what they need to do first, second, and third, and it saves you so much time in training. I can't even tell you. It's so helpful. Not to mention, it also reminds you of the things that you need to be doing, because let's face it, our brain can't process that much information, or at least it shouldn't. You shouldn't be inundating your brain with loads of processes and systems that you need to accomplish every single day in order to, run your business. You should leave some space there for creativity and for, brainstorming, because when we become so boggled down with tasks, we're not able to focus on the big picture vision of our business. And so it becomes really hard to look beyond that one day or that one huge to-do list. So document your processes and your systems. I'm probably either going to create a part 2 of this video and have my entire Trello workflow there for you so you can kind of visualize this, or I'll attach it to this video. I haven't decided, so we'll see. But that would be my final tip for you, is start documenting those systems and processes. And I actually was reading a great book by Chris Ducker called Virtual Freedom, and it's about outsourcing, but it started to get me in the habit of really outlining my systems and processes. And if you're a traditional business, this is like basic stuff. You have to have systems and processes outlined in your business if you want things to run effectively. So show up like a pro, take some time out to organize your life and to organize your business, and I guarantee you're going to be making more money and pushing your business forward a lot faster. So those are my tips for you in terms of using business workflows and really setting up specific processes in your business so that you can, kind of feel like you're breathing a little bit more and you don't feel constantly bogged down by 10,000 tasks that you need to do. I hope it was helpful, and if it was, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about workflows or you want more information, in the comments below is a place to leave those. I answer every single one of them, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you want even more tips and resources to build an amazing online business. So I will catch you in the next episode, and until then, please go out there and do some amazing things. I'll see you in the next episode.